Okay, it's time to take a nap na ha. Good night, Moy Moy. Yes, you can play now. Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. I am your Mars Pauline, and for today's video, pag-uusapan natin kung kailangan nyo nga ba talaga ng air conditioner. Yan ang tanong natin for today. So, if you're ready for this kind of vlog, keep on watching! Hi guys! Para sa mga bago sa channel na to, I'm your Mars Pauline and I do have 4 kids, 16, 5, 3, at saka 4 months old. So this channel is more on motherhood, parenting, travels, food, and everything in between. So, kung ganon ang klaseng content na gusto ninyo, consider subscribing onto this channel. And, syempre, hit that notification bell na rin para ma-update kayo kapag nag-upload ako. At, sabi ko nga sa intro, sasagutin na natin ang tanong, kailangan ba talaga natin ng aircon sa Pilipinas? Is it a need or a want? So, hindi ko alam ang sagot. Kasi, ito ay isang personal preference. Pero, bibigyan ko kayo ng 3 statement kung saan matutulungan ko kayong mag-decide if you really need an air condition in your house or in your home. Ano ba yung tama? So, yon, if you really need an aircon. So, statement number 1. Philippines climate is characterized by high temperature, high humidity, and abundant rainfall. This is from www.pagasa.dost.gov.ph. Sa Tagalog, mainit, maalinsangan, at pabigla-biglang ulan. O, diba? Perfect. The perfect example of an abnormal weather. Yeah, that is the Philippines. Okay. Alam nyo yung biglang ngayon ang init-init, like sobrang init, para kang nasa disyerto. Tapos maya-maya biglang buhos yung malakas na ulan. Kukunin mo yung mga sinampay mo sa labas kasi mauulanan. And then mga 5 to 10 minutes, tirik na naman yung araw. So sino namang hindi magkakasakit sa ganong klaseng weather, di ba? So yeah, welcome to the Philippines. Statement number 2. Being a popular destination for outsourced and freelance workers, 52% or more than half of Filipino workers have been working from home for years now. This is based on a study joined by JobStreet. It spiked 85% during the COVID-19 pandemic, and after COVID-19, 92% of people surveyed expect to work from home at least 1 day per week, and 80% expected to work at least 3 days from home per week. This came from outsourceaccelerator.com and apollotechnical.com. So, ayan. In Tagalog, ano ulit ang ibig sabihin nun? Before pandemic, marami na talagang nag-work from home. Pero, nag-increase ito, syempre, nung nagkaroon ng pandemic. 85% yung itinaas. Syempre, lahat tayo wala nang gustong lumabas, di ba? And then, after pandemic, ayun na, ito na yung twist. Ang mga Pilipino, they would rather work from home than go outside again, commute, and maglakad sa ilalim ng init ng araw. They'd rather stay home. Ang dami ko nga rin actually kilala. Alam mo yung nag-resign sila dun sa mga long-term work nila just because their offices does not offer work from home setting anymore. Like sa BPO, ang daming nung pinababalik na sa site, they don't want to go back to the office anymore. Kasi nga naman, komportable rin naman talaga sa bahay. Nakapajama ka lang, pwede kang magtrabaho. Kapag nagutom ka, pupunta ka lang sa kitchen. Para sa mga mommies katulad ko, we have opportunity to work and still be at home and take care of the kids. Sobrang malaking factor to ngayon sa decision making ng mga Pilipino kung saan sila magtatrabaho. At third statement, according to the 2016 Healthy Living Index survey, Filipinos have one of the highest rates of sleep deprivation in Asia. 46% do not get enough sleep and 32% said less than 6 hours ang tulog nila. These factors contribute to decrease in performance, depression, and medical problems. At ayun na nga, yung ikatlong statement ko, which is very, very true dahil pag sobrang init, isa po ako at ang mga anak ko dun sa mga hirap talagang gumawa ng tulog. My kids really have trouble sleeping kapag maalinsangan yung panahon. And of course, when the kids cannot sleep, mommies don't sleep as well. So, yon, isa yon sa challenges ng sobrang init sa Pilipinas. At ibinigay ko na nga ang tatlong statement na ito. Kung nakapag-isip-isip kayo, katulad ko, for me, I can definitely say that air conditioning is a need, not just a want here in the Philippines. At dahil din sa tatlong statement na yon, we have proved that indoor air quality is very important at saka sobra talagang naaapektuhan nito ang ating una, health, ikalawa, productivity. Sino ba naman ang magiging productive pag sobrang init, right? Pero despite all this, disadvantages na sobrang init, hindi ka productive, sleep deprived ka, at saka yung mga kasama mo sa bahay, despite all these disadvantages, marami pa ring Pilipino ang hindi gumagamit ng air conditioner. Bakit? Huwag na tayo magpaligoy-ligoy. Of course, in this channel, real talk lang tayo. The reason why 23% to 27% of Filipinos ang hindi gumagamit ng air conditioner is because magastos. Totoo, di ba? Sobrang iniisip pa lang natin, air conditioner equals expense, which is true if you don't know how to use it. Sa dami ng pinagdaanan ng Pilipino, pandemic, baha, lindol, pumutok na bulkan, 'di ba? Sa sobrang dami, mahal talagang magkaroon ng air conditioner. Hindi ito yung priority natin. Mas priority natin ang ibang bagay. Kaya naman, minsan, nagsasuffer din naman yung health natin at productivity. So, isipin natin, how will we be able to be productive and increase our cash flow if we are not comfortable at home? Or if we are sleep deprived. Buti na lang, nakilala ko si Carrier Optima Green. Ito na ang sagot sa problema nyo with expense and productivity. Bakit? With its energy efficiency and durability, Carrier helps makes every Filipino home a haven of comfort, safety, and efficiency so they can thrive indoors. So, yan ang motto ni Carrier. At naniniwala naman ako. Bakit ko nasabi yon? Alam nyo ba na you only need to spend 25 pesos a day with your Carrier Optima Green non-inverter aircon as it has energy savings plug. This technology will give you additional 40% savings without sacrificing comfort cooling. This energy savings plug, ayan, yun pong plug nung aircon nyo, isasaksak nyo doon yung electric fan nyo. And once the air conditioner turns off, automatic magto-turn on yung electric fan nyo. Which means, hindi nyo kailangan buong magdamag na naka-aircon. You only just need to cool the room at night especially, and then automatic mag-on yung electric fan nyo. So, hindi kayo magastos. This computation of 25 pesos is based on 8 hours of use ng Carrier Optima Green. 4 hours na aircon and then 4 hours na electric fan. Tipid, di ba? So, napag-usapan na natin yung efficiency nitong air conditioner na to. How about the durability? We all know that Carrier was designed for long-lasting use. Carrier Optima Green has passed 19 stage of quality assurance testing. Hydrophilic coating, it helps water formed from the condensation slides down to prevent mold formation. It's fully body painted chassis, which means it prevents the aircon cover to rust. Lastly, it has a thick coils. It won't rupture easily kahit malakas yung pressure. I don't need to brag about how durable Carrier is because itanong nyo man sa lolo nyo, sa nanay nyo, sa tatay nyo, Carrier is very durable. Other features na rin na i-mention ko ay it has broad horizontal vents, 20% wider air distribution than traditional units, meaning mas mabilis mapapalamig yung room. It also has multi-pore filter which filters dust and pollution for cleaner air. And lastly, it has 12-hour timer which you can use anytime that you like. At ayan na nga, na-intro ko na sa inyo na kung kailangan nyo talaga ng air conditioner, ito na nga yung air conditioning unit for you. Dahil bukod sa efficient, it is sure to be durable na perfect sa Philippine setting. Pero wait lang, bago kayo bumili ng aircon unit nyo, make sure to follow or remember these tips. Number 1, change or clean your air filter every 6 months. Promise, it really helps. Kasi the more na madumi ang air filter nyo, mas nahihirapan yung machine nyo to work, mas mataas yung Meralco nyo. Number 2, set the right temperature. Kung mag-aircon kayo, hindi kailangan na giniginaw kayo. Make sure lang that is relaxing and comfortable for you to be in that room. Kapag masyadong malamig at kinakailangan mo ng magkumot or mag-jacket, it means your temperature is set on the wrong number. Number 3, help your aircon by keeping your doors and windows closed. So, kung kailangan nyong i-check yung mga bintana nyo, baka may mga gap, yung mga pinto nyo, baka may mga gap, make sure that it is sealed para contain yung lamig inside your room. Number 4, use the right size of aircon na bagay sa kwarto mo. So, if you have a smaller room, okay lang yung 0.5, but if you have a bigger room, huwag nyo pong puwersahin na gumamit ng 0.5 kung kailangan ng kwarto nyo ng 2.5 horsepower. Make sure to ask the customer service or the dealer to measure your room para tamang-tama yung sukat ng aircon nyo sa kwarto nyo. And last but not the least, number 5, use sleep or timer sa mga aircons ninyo para hindi magdamag na naka-on yung aircon. Again, dito pumapasok ang energy savings plug which is very handy because kapag malamig na ang room at tulog ka na, mahimbing ka ng tulog, you don't need to turn it off. It would automatically turn off the unit and turn on your electric fan. At ayan na nga, natapos na ang ating vlog. Sana marami kayong natutunan. Sabay-sabay tayo mag-beat the heat this summer. Summer feeling dahil bare months na pero ang feeling ko summer pa rin. Let's drive indoors with Carrier. And that's it. I do hope nakatulong. Thank you so much for watching.